externally. Um, the external ways to control a mine now electronically are so far advanced um, that actually for a few hundred US dollars or a few euros, I can build a device that you could control someone else's mine with. It's very simple. It's not going to be a very sophisticated piece of electronics. It's only going to create a fear, apathy, the whole range of human emotions. That's what this type of electronic mind control I'm speaking of, that I could actually produce a piece of equipment. And it's not secret. You can get the formulas, you can get the technology, the schematics right off of the internet. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that use this kind of stuff. So where is mind control going? It's going in a direction that is beyond most people's ability to even logically think about it. Because you know, the brain runs very much like a radio, a receiver as well as a broadcast type. So to tune into that frequency and to become in charge of the frequency of the brain is so simple with technologies that have advanced in just say the past 5 years. I'm talking about equipment that was 20 years ago. I had equipment in my own home that protected my house. It was if someone broke in, they would come in and forget why they were there. They would not eat, they would not sleep, they would not drink. They would be there until I came in. And of course, if I was gone for a month or even 3 weeks, they'd be dead when I got there. They wouldn't have walked out, they wouldn't have taken anything. It just stops their brain from logically reasoning. I thought this was a great burglar system, a great type of security system, because no one, and I demonstrated it for my neighbors. I would say, here's a column of numbers. Can you add these up? And of course. I said, I don't think so. And I would turn the equipment on, and they would look at the numbers and laugh, and I said, well, add them up. And they can't even think to do it. So that's the forms of mind control is technological now. In Gulf War I, we had on our F-114A stealth fighters, as well as the Osprey, I believe one other aircraft. It was standard cockpit equipment. And I know that the people that are listening to this or listening or watching this right now can relate to what I'm going to say. When the United States came in, and Saddam's troops, his Republican Guard as they're called, were advancing towards Kuwait, our fighter jets our tanks were coming, but our fighter jets came in first and scraped the ground. They did not shoot, they did not throw bombs, they scraped the ground. Those people, those hardened soldiers, heard what they believed was the voice of Muhammad telling them to put their weapons down and raise their arms and stand there. And our tanks ran over them and killed them. Now, that was a demonstration, the first time that the U.S. military has ever used an advanced form of mind control in the war theater. Now, there have been many, many kinds. Since the Korean conflict, there have been many kinds that have been used. Nothing so sophisticated as what was on board that aircraft. That equipment that those aircraft were using, I was aware of before I rescued Kathy in 1988. It's been around that long. So what do they have now? I have no idea. It's so far advanced.